All right, good afternoon. We are going to try something a little bit different today. We have some PD that we're going to try to do in this manner, which I'm going to record some PD on a new systems structure that we're going to use for referrals in lieu of the Swiss referral system that we had before. We're actually going to combine it with our PBIS, which is where we add all of our positive points. There's actually a referral system that we have gained permission to trial for the remainder of the year. The district is actually looking at switching out of Swiss, and so we were lucky enough to see if this PBIS referral system would work well for us. I've done some screeners in the background, and we have walked through it. Mr. Chandler and myself have looked through it, and also with a couple other people just to see what their initial thoughts were. And we've done some setup to make sure that it works the way that we would like it to. And so I got to turn my radio off because that was on. What I'm going to do today is try to walk you through our new process for referring a student for a minor or major behavior and what that looks like through our PBIS Rewards platform. So first, I'm going to walk you through how to do that on our website, and then I will walk you through how to do it on a device. So either iPad or phone, it looks very similar. So again, this first one, I'm going to have this be take over our screen. There we go. Again, I'm logged in as myself, and this is our home screen when you log into PBIS Rewards. Typically, it's set up for rewarding students because that's the focus. You'll notice that I have probably a few more tabs over here than you do. That's okay. Please don't get overwhelmed by all of these. But the one that you'll see now is called this referrals with the exclamation mark. And if you click on that, you will open up a new screen that looks like this. Again, a little bit different than what you're used to with Swiss, but nonetheless, once we get into it, it will have some nice features in it as well. So we're going to pick on my son a little bit. He's going to be our guinea pig. I'll go back in and erase these later if I feel like it, but I'm going to make up some stuff for him. So we're going to use Carter. And once I type in his name will appear here. You'll notice by his name, there's a major and a minor box. When you are entering the behavior, first we're going to go through a minor and what it looks like. So I'm going to click on minor. It will take me to a new screen. In here, you will see all of the minors for this student in your class. It will give you a total amount of referrals right here, but it also is meant to show you all of the minor behaviors of this student if they're in your class. If they're not in your class, you won't necessarily see them all. But if they are in your class, then you will see as many referrals as they have for minors. So to add a new minor, you come up here to the nice green button that says Add New Minor Referrals. You click on it, and this is where it will start to look a little bit like our Swiss data entry point. The name, student code, date. If you do it relatively at the same time the incident has happened or within close time frame of it, you can just click the Now button, and it will add it. It will self-populate the staff name of who is entering it and the homeroom teacher. Then you have the drop-down box that you get to choose the location. You just choose where that is. We're going to say the hallway for just our intent and purposes. Now, in the minor problem behaviors, you have the ability to choose, or you have to choose a primary through the drop-down box. We're just going to say he was off task. Now, if there is a secondary issue, you can checkbox multiple of these. Again, this is not a concern, but just wanted to show you that that feature is available. I'm going to uncheck them as we're only going to worry about a primary issue right now. A new component of the referral is what you have done as far as redirections. This we do have some control over of what is in this box. We have just started here. We might have more options in this box at a later time. So right now I'm just going to click other because it was in the hallway, and then I would type in ask to move to the end of the line. Okay, and I put that in. And then I would go to his motivation. In this case, he was trying to obtain peer attention, very similar to Swiss. And then you are required to put in a little bit of information in here. So for, again, intent purposes, talking too much or something along those lines. The other cool thing is that you can attach files here where we could not do that in Swiss. So if there's other things that you have that you would like to attach, you could. And that's one of the nice features about this. Upon finishing that, we hit save. And once I do that, it is now recorded. And you can see right here that what the time, who did it, and what the task issue was. So that's all you have to do. It's as simple as that. The other part you can do is there is a print feature that we'll have that they can send them home with parents, but we're working on that feature right now as it is. So again, that is how easy that piece is. Now I am going to go back to referrals in this same screen, and we're going to do it for majors. Majors is a little bit has a couple more steps to it, but it will have the same feel. So we're going to go in, and again, we're going to add start a referral for Carter. We're going to go to major. We're going to click on major, and then it's going to open up this screen. Again, we're going to hit now. We're going to hit the reason, and we're going to put disruption. And that's the first part. The reason when I hit record, what will happen is it does, you'll notice over on my part, there pops up a little notification right here. So for those who oversee majors, which is Chandler and myself, we do get a little indicator right off the bat that there's some majors that need our attention. Once you do that, that's part one. It will bring you into how you the rest of the form to fill out. Again, location will be needed. We're going to put in, let's see, which one would be fine? We're just going to choose classroom. Now, again, we had already identified the primary issue. We can identify secondary issues if needed. Redirectives, notice it has a star by it, which means is required. You'll need to put some things that you have done there. Again, we'll be working on this and modifying it as we go through. The motivations are also required, so we're going to put obtain adult attention on this one. Then we'll scroll down a little bit. You have to describe what took place. You will write in incident, what took place. Let's see. I don't even know what I'm putting. I'm just going to type some stuff in. Sorry, just for intents and purposes of showing how to do it. You can also attach files. Being a major, if this is potentially like a room that has potentially been destroyed, we can take the picture and attach it here to this file to have the evidence of what that looked like. And then you have two options: save and leave open. Save and leave open does not submit it to the office, as this one will. What it does is it leaves it in your file for you to potentially come back and fill back in everything that you need to. That would be really the description of the incident, or maybe attached file. You can hit save and leave open. Again, it will not send it to myself or Mr. Chandler. When you hit submit to office, this is when it will now leave your hands. It won't let you do that until everything has been filled out appropriately. You'll notice in my window, and my window might be a little bit different than yours. There's a part one, which is if you put save and leave open, it'll appear here. If you hit submit it to office, then it appears here. And now it will come to me to finish. And then I go through a process to finish it. I'll show you what that looks like. Even though you won't have access to this, you can see what it will look like. So what I will have to do is come in and I will put the administrative action. I believe that you will be able to see this when you log back in and see that student. I will pick one of these. I will have administrative comments. It also has a spot for student responses. If we find something in our interview with them that we can add it there. I can also add a note to the parents. And then we have the cool private information only reviewable to the referral administrators. So we could put some comments that only we want to see. Again, last piece, which I will put in here. I'm going to put parent phone call on this one because I just think that one's funny. We're calling Carter's parents. I'll probably be the one interviewing him, so that would be the best. If he comes into my office, he will have a lot more to worry about than just a parent call. So anyway, I'll put some notes here. I could put some notes here, and then in the notes to guardian, not his dad's fault. I like that one. We'll put that there, and then we can add something here. I have the ability to save and leave open or mark complete. So when I'm done, you will, again, this is not a part you would do. I'm just doing this to give you an idea of what it will look like when it's complete. I will mark it complete, or Mr. Chandler will mark it complete. And then we have the ability to print this for the parents. When I hit print screen, I can include a signature line and that private message, which I would not put if I don't have anything. Then I hit print, and I'll show you what it will look like if it comes up. So this is what it would look like upon completion, printed, and there is a parent signature part that I could send home for parents. Again, that's just something for you to see. Now that was a long explanation. Let me get back into my right screen down here. There we go. This again is the web version. Ultimately, what it will do is it will start to produce some reports for us that will be kind of one-stop shopping for all of our referrals. You notice that today right here, because I did Carter for a minor and a major, it shows that we had 2 referrals today. I'm going to go back in and take those out. But it gives me an idea how many points. And so there's a lot of things that we can do here as an aggregate group. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. I can show you guys later what that may look like, and that will be on our data board in the Swamp. Now I'd like to show you what it looks like on your app, on your iPad. I'm going to have my iPad here, and we're going to put that up on the screen, and I'm going to do it live for you as well. Again, normally right here, you will see this when you log into your app or on your phone. On the top left, you have those 3 bars that will say the drop-down menu. You'll notice, again, the exclamation mark with the round circle that says referrals. You'll tap on referrals, and then there's a major or a minor. In this case, we're going to tap on minor. You would search for the student. And there's Carter. We would tap on his name, and then you would fill out this form and then hit submit at the bottom for a minor. And then you can also go back. In this case, I'll go to major, tap on major, do the same thing, hit the student's name, hit search, comes Carter, and then again, you have this form to fill out for us to receive the information. Now, again, this is our new referral system that we would like to start on Monday, the 15th of February. So we will not use Swiss after this Friday. Purpose and intentionality is that we're just looking again for a possible another system that we can compile information and tier 2 documentation in the same place with having to go to several different sites, and ultimately just gather better data. If you have any questions, let us know. Again, this is something we're trying. It's a PD that is you watch at your own. We'll ship this out to you on Wednesday for you to have the opportunity to view it. The expectation is that you view it by the end of the day on Wednesday, and that if you have any questions, you get them to us by Friday, and we start on Monday. All right. Hope you guys like it. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you soon.